Megan and I just spent a week in northern Italy in the Dolomites, which blew us away, before we drove to Chamonix, France, where we rendezvoused with my parents. And we only had about 4 hours with them before sending the girls off on their tour to Mont Blanc hike.
There they go.
Then my dad and I drove 6 hours south to Sanary, a town on the Mediterranean southern coast of France, to relax. Well, to surf. Subscribe to stay tuned to that, but today we sweat our tails off while exploring our first Calanque. And yes, I'm sure that's how you pronounce it.
Calanque.
Okay, fine. We explored our first Calanque, which is defined as a narrow, steep-walled inlet that is developed in limestone, dolomite, or carbonate strata and found along the Mediterranean coast. So yeah, that's what we're exploring today, and to be more specific, we're exploring 3 of them. Calanque de Port Miou, Calanque de Port Pine, and Calanque d'Envaux. The first 2 being relatively accessible, and the Calanque d'Envaux requiring a decent hike up this ridge and down into this valley. So fueled by pastries, we parked at the port and started the hike.
So we were told that this was gonna be a pretty secluded beach, but so far we see a lot of people, so that is TBD.
We walked along Port Pine, I don't know how you say it, and saw some crazies cliff jumping. This is probably about 60 feet.
5 minutes in, super hot. About 10 minutes in, looks like it's just right down there.
Yeah, let's go to the Riviera, shall we?
Looks so nice. Only like a 15-minute walk, but I am hot.
Yep, about 15 minutes into this very easy hike, it just put us right down into the end of the inlet. And as you can see, it is rocky. It's not a traditional beach. There are some sandy spots in the water. But anyway, this was around 10 a.m. when we arrived. It was already hot, sun beating down. The water was warm. The Mediterranean is just something else.
So it's definitely busy. It's like noon right now, and there's probably 120 people. But it is the first beach that you come to, or the first like spot besides the harbor fjord thing, and then we're gonna move on to the next one 45 minutes away. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy this. Super hot, it's like 90 degrees, and this water feels so good. I think my dad's eyeing a cliff jump. I think it's right there. Oh. That is a blast. And I mean, this is just the best. Dad sent a pretty big swan dive, and a big boat was here, and they all like clapped for him, and just did a little gainer, and now I'm gonna jump off there again.
And after a quick cliff jump and around noon in the heat of the day, we decided to start our trek to the next spot.
We're going Calanque d'Envaux.
And I know my French sucks, but hey, I have to try so I can get better.
What do these colors mean? Someone tell me. I thought it said 200 feet, but it's 200 meters. So realistically, like 700 feet up, 700 feet down. Gotta work on my French. See, gotta try. Calanque vow.
Calanque vow. What am I even saying? Like that was easily the worst attempt of the day.
One of France's least accessed beaches, so we'll see if that's true or not. Here we go. And yes, very sweaty. It's very hot.
From the first Calanque to the second, it was about half and half. Half of it was a steep drop, and then half of it was more of a gradual walk. But in the heat of the day, the high noon, I mean, the sun was just beating down on us. It's super exposed. But after walking through this interesting landscape for about 30 minutes, you come around a corner, and there it is. Calanque d'Envaux in all her glory.
That feels so nice. Dad's in. Oh. So this is just a completely different feeling beach. I mean, or place. Those cliffs are pretty crazy. And nice little cliff jump here.
It's always hard to gauge cliff jump height, but I believe this one's about 25 foot. Very manageable, but there is a lower one, which is the one my dad did, which I think my mom may have told him not to cliff jump. So Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
How was that?
Yeah.
Woo! That was pretty fun. That's a big jump, bigger than I thought.
Yeah, you didn't waste any time.
I'd psych myself out if I did.
Yeah.
That was super fun. Man, the cliffs I just can't get over. Look at the scenery. We are here for a few hours and we're about to take off. If you are in this area, you have to come to both these beaches. The second one is a lot more difficult to come to. But to be honest, the views are insane. There are more people than you'd expect with how tough the hike is in. But regardless, come here, do the cliff jump, soak in the beautiful views. We'll see you in the next one.